Alright, so a month ago I built my new sim racing setup. Let me actually show you while I'm sitting in it. I don't know if you can really see it. Like these pedals, and the new steering wheel, and the whole rig, and the handbrake. But I've had some, I've been struggling to adapt to like this new racing setup, and especially like my braking, because it's really different coming from like a cheap set of wheels and pedals to like a proper load cell pedals. And I learned a lot and made like some, I learned a lot on how to adapt from like old gear to newer and better gear. And in this video I will teach you how to do the same but quicker, because I made some mistakes which I'm gonna teach you how to not make them. So at first I tried to just drive, but that really wasn't a good idea. If you want to, that wasn't really a good idea if you want to adapt fast. So I made like a practice to adapt to your pedals. Alright, so first you need to configure the pedals right. I also bought like a brake, I forgot what it's called, but like a brake kit to change the... First there was like a foam in the, after the load cell, but now it was like a sort of rubber. So I bought it and I put it on the hardest, because I heard that was like the better thing to do. And also inside the Fanatec program, I put it on the hardest brake setting. But maybe you shouldn't also do it. But it will be better in the long term, but if you can't really brake to the max consistently, you really should lower it. And also don't forget in iRacing, for example, to select you have load cell pedals if you haven't had them before. Alright, so let's actually look at how I did these practice. Alright, so here we are. Let's look at what I did. Let's actually take my shoes off, because I don't really like driving with my shoes on. Alright, so first, with looking at like the brake, I would show it with my hand, but you don't obviously don't see it. With the brake thing, because I will only go into the brakes now, because I didn't really struggle with like the throttle and the clutch and the handbrake, because that's basically the same, almost the same as my old one. Alright, so first slowly brake to like 99 or 100%, and then you need to slowly release it 1% at a time, or at least try to. Let's actually, like, it needs to be like this slow. Now it's a little bit hard when talking, but yeah. And now what I did, wait, let's actually see, because I put it down. Yeah, and then without looking at like the brake thing, I would imagine like a number between 1 and 100%, and then without looking, try to brake to it, and then again slowly release your brake pedals. So let's actually do it, because now, without looking, wait, how can I show that I'm not, without looking, I'm gonna try to brake to like 50% now. Alright, let's do it again, But now to 70. Like, and now I'm like around 5% there. Like consistently, if you're consistent between 5 and 10% at the right brake pressure, you know you're going in the right direction. Then release it again, and now let's say 30%, and release it again, and basically do this over and over and over again until you've been very precise and very consistent with hitting the right braking pressure. Alright, so when you've hit these braking pressures consistently, you can put these practice to work and choose like a car and track combination which you know well, and just drive some laps. Yeah, and now that you can consistently also drive on the track with the car, you're basically ready to go and try some different tracks, and yeah, you can join some races also. So yeah, that's basically it for the pedals, for the brake pedal. Alright, and for the steering wheel, for me at least, it wasn't really that hard to adapt. The only thing was that it was a lot harder, but I can also feel like it's really weird. I can feel like a lot more. So first you also need to configure it right. In like in the software from the wheelbase, I put it to 100%, and then in game lower it down to like, I don't know, but I just lower it down so that it's like less strong, because 100% is, it's like 60 Newton meters. It's like really strong for me. So I put it at like, I put it at different things. For drifting, I think I put it at 30, and for like racing in a Formula car, I put it at 70. It's like a whole, yeah. Just try to figure it out, which you can comfortably make like a lot of laps in, and select that pressure. And then also in the program of the wheelbase again, I put all the effects to 0, because I heard there was like it's only like a distraction, and it doesn't really help you, because you already feel like what the car is doing and how it would normally be on like a real road if you put the effects to 0. And also, like, I heard a lot of professional sim racing drivers do this, and also real world drivers. And for the steering wheel, there aren't a lot of like practices you can do, but just go on track and practice and practice and practice and practice. Don't forget to practice. So yeah, that's like how you can adapt to it. And if you want more of these kind of videos on your racing skills, on your health and money from and for racing, I would definitely recommend you subscribe. And I also do some temporarily, I'm also doing some free coaching calls inside my Discord server. So join the Discord server to lock in your free one-on-one coaching call, and then I will see you in the next video.